Welcome, seekers of the truth, to the Magical Services channel. So, this is going to be a most supreme love horoscope for the general collective for this weekend that is going to be between Friday and Sunday. So, from July 31st to August 2nd of this year of 2026. With that said, let's get into your horoscope. So, this weekend unfolds as a story of emotional refinement rather than dramatic upheaval. The cosmic atmosphere steadily shifts from intellectual detachment toward emotional and spiritual openness, encouraging relationships to move beyond surface interactions into something more authentic. While there are moments of uncertainty and inner conflict, the overall trajectory favors healing, honest communication, and the gradual strengthening of genuine bonds. The Sun and Jupiter continue their conjunction in Leo, creating one of the most optimistic romantic influences of the season. This alignment amplifies warmth, generosity, confidence, and the desire to express affection openly. Existing couples may rediscover enthusiasm through shared adventures, heartfelt compliments, or simply making each other feel appreciated again. For singles, this conjunction enhances natural charisma and visibility, increasing the likelihood of meaningful encounters when you confidently show your authentic personality instead of trying to impress others. Yet, this optimism is balanced by a more reflective emotional landscape. The waning gibbous moon begins the weekend in late Aquarius before entering Pisces and steadily losing illumination. Rather than initiating entirely new chapters, this lunar phase favors evaluating recent emotional experiences. You may realize what has truly strengthened your heart and what has merely occupied your attention. The decreasing lunar light encourages emotional decluttering, helping you release resentments, unrealistic expectations, or attachments that no longer support genuine intimacy. The moon's movement from Aquarius into Pisces represents one of the weekend's most important emotional transitions. Early on, feelings are filtered through logic, friendship, and objective observation. You may initially find yourself analyzing your relationships rather than fully experiencing them. As the moon enters Pisces, however, emotional barriers soften considerably. Compassion increases, forgiveness becomes easier, and intuitive understanding often communicates more effectively than words. Conversations that seemed impossible on Friday may eventually find resolution by Sunday simply because both people become more receptive. Venus continues her journey through Virgo, emphasizing love expressed through practical devotion rather than grand declarations. This placement reminds us that affection is demonstrated through reliability, thoughtful actions, attention to detail, and genuine concern for another person's well being. Small gestures, a supportive message, remembering an important detail, offering practical assistance, or simply becoming consistently present carry more emotional weight this weekend than elaborate romantic performances. Mercury continues moving direct through Cancer, further strengthening emotional communication. Discussions naturally gravitate toward family, security, memories, and future emotional stability. People are more willing to speak from the heart than from the ego. If misunderstandings have accumulated over previous weeks, this weekend offers an excellent opportunity to clear the emotional air through compassionate dialogue rather than confrontation. Mars in Gemini injects curiosity and playful energy into relationships, encouraging flirtation, humor, and intellectual chemistry. Mental stimulation becomes a powerful romantic aphrodisiac. Couples benefit from trying different uh, for from trying something different together or engaging in conversations that stimulate curiosity. Singles may find attraction developing first through conversation before physical chemistry fully emerges. Beneath these supportive influences, several slower moving planetary currents remind us that lasting love requires maturity. Saturn remains retrograde in Aries, asking individuals to reconsider how they pursue relationships and assert personal needs. Impulsive reactions are less effective now than thoughtful restraint. Old behavioral patterns surrounding independence, commitment, or emotional defensiveness may resurface, not to punish, but to be corrected. Neptune retrograde in Aries continues dissolving romantic illusions. Fantasy gradually gives way to clarity. If you've idealized someone, ignored warning signs, or projected hopes onto a relationship that cannot realistically fulfill them, reality quietly reasserts itself. While this process may initially feel disappointing, it ultimately protects your emotional future by separating authentic love from wishful thinking. Meanwhile, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius continues transforming collective relationship dynamics. Superficial connections lose their appeal while emotionally authentic relationships gain extraordinary strength. Control struggles, emotional manipulation, or unequal power dynamics become increasingly difficult to sustain. The strongest relationships this weekend are those built upon mutual respect, transparency, and emotional equality. The true North Node remains in Aquarius, encouraging relationship growth through authenticity, friendship, and shared ideals rather than dependency or validation. Simultaneously, the South Node in Leo asks everyone to release excessive pride, attention seeking, or the need for constant external affirmation. Healthy love now grows from mutual freedom rather than emotional possession. An especially subtle influence comes from Black Moon Lilith, moving from late Sagittarius into Capricorn during this weekend. This shift redirects hidden emotional tensions away from ideological conflicts toward questions of commitment, responsibility, boundaries, and long term stability. Some people may suddenly recognize where fear of vulnerability has been disguised as excessive independence or emotional control. Facing these deeper motivations honestly can produce profound breakthroughs. As the moon progresses deeper into Pisces throughout Saturday and Sunday, intuition becomes increasingly reliable. Dreams, coincidences, symbolic encounters, and subtle emotional impressions deserve attention. Love may communicate through silence, timing, body language, or seemingly insignificant moments more effectively than through elaborate conversations. Overall, this is not a weekend defined by sudden romantic fireworks, but by emotional refinement. Relationships capable of honesty become noticeably stronger. New attractions develop upon genuine compatibility rather than fleeting excitement. Old emotional burdens become easier to release. The universe favors kindness over pride, consistency over intensity, and authenticity over performance. Those who approach love with patience, emotional courage, and practical sincerity will likely finish the weekend feeling not merely more romantic, but significantly more emotionally secure, understood, and aligned with the kind of relationship they truly desire. So that's what I had for you today, Collective. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like this video or comment this video or share this video or hype this video or subscribe to our channel if you haven't already or hype our channel by letting your friends and acquaintances who might benefit from it know about it. All those acts would be great and greatly appreciated for sure. Now, there's a magical service being offered in the description box. Feel free to check it out. It could be very useful. This is indeed a magical channel. And also, I thank you very much for being here and supporting our channel, being part of our tribe. Until the next time, blessings.